Hey guys, it's Hannah here and I am back today with what I wore in March. So if you're interested in seeing the products I was using in the month of March, my thoughts on them, what I would recommend, possibly what I would declutter, just stay tuned. Okie dokie, what I wore in March is the kind of wrap up on new things that I picked up at the start of the year. Mostly, I don't think I've got any in April that are new from the start of the year. So it's the wrap up on the new things from the start of the year and some old favorites. So base wise, I was finishing panning my Makeup Forever HD foundation, which I panned. It's finished, if you saw that in my project pan update. Concealer wise, I was working on the LYS. This has got some serious use on it. Like it's got like, I don't even know if you can see it. Like it's got a window coming in there. So I am using this. I enjoy it. It's not my favorite. My favorite is the Natasha Denona at the moment, but I'm getting some good use on this and getting to the point where I need to swirl. So maybe when I finish my panning my Sigma color corrector, this will be the next concealing product I pan. We'll see. Powder using the one size. Let's go on to eyes. It was the end of March, which means it is time for me to complete my mascaras for the quarter. So I'm very much a 3-month mascara girly. And I had 4 mini mascaras, 2 of which I used until they died, and then 2 of which I did not. So the 2 of which I used until they died. The Rare Beauty Perfect, I assume it's the Perfect Strokes mascara, that's what the eyeliner is called. I love this mascara, it is fantastic. It is a traditional bristle brush. I love it. I've gone through full size of this. It's great. Then we have the Tartelette XL tubing mascara. I got this in the Sephora Lash Stash and I redeemed for the full size. This is great. I really enjoy this as a tubing mascara. It's fantastic. In another tubing mascara I was using was the Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water. I didn't love this on my top lashes. It didn't do enough for me, but I love this as a lower lash mascara, which is really nice. And then one that I didn't love and I tried but I just couldn't is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. It is a fine mascara, like it just gives you really natural lashes. It doesn't build, it's almost still too wet, even 3 months in. I am not a fan. So those are 4 mini mascaras. I currently have 1 mascara open because I've got a full size open and I want to try and see if I can actually get through 3 months on a full size mascara. I probably can. Keeping with eye products, let's start with my 2 small shadows. I've been trying to remember to throw in singles throughout the year so I don't get to the end of the year like last year and go, I haven't used any of my singles all year. So my 2 I used this month was good old MAC Major Win. I love this. This is the Shiny Pretty Thing shadow. It is the Major Win is like the Stylishly Merry but with silver glitter. So it's got a pink with a gold reflect, but it's got silver sparkle in it. It is beautiful. I love this eyeshadow so much. Absolutely gorgeous. And then the other single I had in was from Colourpop and Raw Beauty Christie, and it is the Olympic Super Shock. This is the kind of champagne-y, just a really great topper shadow there. And then my other small kind of palette is from Bobbi Brown. This was something I picked up at the start of the year. This is the Luminous Smoke Eye Shadow Duo in Suede Sugar and Steel Quartz. I definitely used Suede Sugar more. That is this goldy one. And then we've got this kind of taupey shade. They looked more sparkly in swatches than they did on the eye. They're quite thick as an eyeshadow. I did pick this up at a CCO, but they're definitely a thicker formula and they didn't sit on the eye really nicely. I don't know. I just get suckered in at CCOs to try out. And I think the tester looked like it was the baked formula and that's why it looked more sparkly. But this is definitely much more emollient and metallic and wasn't what I was expecting. So to go with those singles and duo, I did pull out my Colourpop Dare to Bear quad. This is a matte eyeshadow quad and I just like pulling this one out when I'm focusing on using some singles. It's just, it's got some cool tones, a bit more warmth in this one. So it really gives quite a great neutral base to any singles. I also pulled out my Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes. We had our kind of engagement party-esque event this month and this is what I wore. This may be what I end up wearing on my wedding day. I love this palette so much. It just has such sophisticated sparkle and the mattes are absolutely divine. It is one of my favorites, hands down. I love this. I also pulled out Sigma Beauty and the Beast. This, I did play around with some of the, these kind of pinky purples and I did use those, but my go-to with this palette is Be Our Guest, Cogsworth and Winter's Night. So that one, that little trio there. But I do also pull in a little bit of Little Town or Belle every once in a while. So I do kind of stick to the neutral side, but I did have fun playing with the pinky purples as well. It's very pretty. But yeah, Be Our Guest is just my favorite shade in this for sure. And then I think the reason the Sigma doesn't hold up is because I also had my Glaminatrix Nearly Natural palette. And I just love the, again, sophisticated sparkle of this. I think this is also why I was unimpressed by the Bobbi Brown. I was less unimpressed by Sigma. Like, I like the Sigma. The Bobbi Brown I was hoping would be more like this. I love this eyeshadow palette. They've just come out with a revamped version. It is a 20 pan instead of a 15 and the pans are a little bit smaller. And there are some of the same shades, but obviously there are also more shades, so I probably don't need it, but if I ever get to the point where I actually hit pan on Nearly Natural, I might. Like, it's such a dip in that eyeshadow. I love this palette, it's beautiful. Alright, that is eyes. Let's go to cheeks. Obviously using my Rare Beauty Cream Bronzer and MAC Glow Play Blush. My favorite thing to top the MAC off though this time around was the Rare Beauty in Hope. This is their kind of like strobing blush, so it's really metallic. So just super lightly dusted over the MAC. This just gave a gorgeous glow to the cheeks because it wasn't as high shine reflective. And because I wasn't building it up for the colour payoff because I went in with the MAC underneath. Beautiful. Then I pulled out my Cinderella Cheek Duo, going with my cheek duos from Sigma. This is the peachy one. I love this. It's a gorgeous peach blush, nice matte shade. And the highlighter glow is just absolutely gorgeous. It is this champagne-y colour, but it's like got a little bit of pinkiness to it. So pretty. And then for something a little bit more cool toned, I pulled out Flirtatious from Pat McGrath. This is a great neutral, cool toned blush. And then to highlight with that one, we had Becca Berlin Girl Glow. Look at that pan. I love this highlighter so much. It's gorgeous. If you can't tell, I really enjoy it. And then for a powder bronzer, to blend over with all of those powders, we have Pat McGrath Nude Honey. Again, just a staple for when I know I have an event on. This is a favorite. Alright, lips. This is where we kind of had the last of my new lip products. And then some Old Faithfuls in here as well. 2 lip liners. We've got Vive Brat, which is a great kind of warm neutral, and then Colourpop Oh Snap, which is a great pinky cool neutral. And then to pair with those, we had MAC Velvet Teddy. I love Velvet Teddy, and it goes absolutely beautifully with the Vive. We had Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury, which goes perfectly with Oh Snap. Then we have Lawless Whisper. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a great cool toned, true, like actually nude balm, but it's like cool toned, so it worked both well with either of the lip liners. It was great. Then we had the NYX Fat Oil Click Stick in link in my bio. This was really fun, kind of on the warmer side there. And then on the pinky cooler side, we had Primrose from Tarte. So you can see I kind of had a warmer lip, a cooler lip in kind of all formulations. And that really worked to kind of go along with all of the products I used. Obviously, I'm very much in my glowy lip era. And I'm wearing today MAC Glow Play Lip Balm and Sweet Treat. So I love the hydration, but also like with the MAC and the Charlotte Tilbury, they're great on their own because they're not super dry mattes, but also I can top them with the glowier stuff as well, which are great. And I finished off my Makeup Forever, not Makeup Forever, Milk Pore Eclipse Matte Setting Spray, which is great. Yeah, lots of fun stuff to play with. Nothing super disappointing except the Bobbi Brown. And I don't know whether that's more, it wasn't what I thought it was because I was playing with some favorites and it didn't kind of stand up. Either way, everything old was great. The new lippies were great, but yeah, the eyeshadow left a little to be desired. So we'll see what ends up happening with that one when we get to declutter season. All right, that's what I wore in March. Let me know in the comments down below what you've been playing with lately. I'd love to know. Have you got some new things you've been playing with? Or are you sticking with some old faithfuls like that Glamonatrix palette and the Makeup by Maria? Absolute favorites. I do have some new things in my April makeup basket. You will have seen from my Sephora haul. So there is still new coming in, but still lots of good things sticking around. So make sure you click subscribe to stay tuned to see what I was wearing in April. We're going to shop my stash these months. I might rename this to a shop my stash recap. And if you want to actually see me go through and shop my stash, let me know and we can do that kind of after I do the recaps. Like I'll film them before the recaps, but I can film what I'm doing and show you how I pick what I'm picking for the month. If you want to see that, let me know. But I'll see you in the next one, which should be no low buy update. It's not great. I'll see you guys then. Bye.